Hey guys, Chanel and Ava here, and I groomed her, so you know she's gonna make an appearance. Oh, she's making these little cute, she's a little camera shy. Maybe we'll give her a little break. I am so excited about today's topic. Ooh, whoa. You know, we're gonna keep it real, we're gonna keep it fresh, and we're gonna keep Chanel sneeze in there. So 2020, it is March. We're already, 3 months-ish in of 2020. And with the beginning of every year, you reflect because it's a new year and, there's so many things that you want to do to make this year different and meaningful, especially with 2020. It's extra special, that 2020 vision. Especially me, I've had a lot envisioned for 2020, but also 2020 made us, especially me, reflect a lot more because of these unexpected events that happen, whether it be Kobe. I know that was internationally felt, to the coronavirus, which has rocked all of us. There's been a lot that has happened in 2020. And has it made me reflect. And what I'm talking about today is, you're probably wondering, what is this special dose? What, me, I like everything is I always say, a dose of this, a pill of that. What is the move on pill? Whether it's whatever we're going through, right? Whether it's a person, a situation, a trauma, I have thoughts of what makes it more manageable to make it through and to move forward. Of course, when we have these talks, it's because I'm going through this myself. So don't think everything I'm saying isn't a muscle that I'm trying to build as well. All right, because this year has been a lot of transitions for me in every emotional level you could think of. Okay, like every facet, every layer I went through, and this same tip applies to everything, okay? With 2020 and the 2020 vision, a big foundation of what helps me move on, a big dose of what makes me move on is a dose of my 2020 vision and intention. So exactly that makes it crystal clear. When you journal your vision, when you write it out, you visually see it, you feel it, as many senses as you could get involved with knowing your vision. Just freaking writing it out to the point where you could see it, and then writing it where you could feel it, knowing that vision, whether it's that healthy, thriving, champion-shaped body, whether it's feeling that love that's profound, that's meaningful, being the king and queen, building that empire together, thriving. Really paint that picture of what is that vision of your daily life. And I mean, you're feeling it. It is now. You could feel it. You're sitting in that car you want. That's the degree of how you should know your vision. And what's funny is a lot of people fail to do that, or it's not a priority, or they just don't have time for that. And they wonder why they're still lost and feeling and in the moment and reliving the past. My thoughts on that is, if you don't have a vision to feel and to move towards, and a crystal clear intention and direction of where you're going, you have nowhere to default to or reference but the past. And it's funny because when I verbalize it, it feels so common sense. If the door of left is shut, and only right is open, you could only go right. So if left has a sign on the door that says vision, and right has a sign on the door that says past, and you open one door, you actually have the option. But if you don't write out your vision, you're going to default to the past. So now what does that mean in a literal sense? If I know in a relationship, I want someone that fuels me and I'm excited to fuel them, and we're professing our love for each other, and we are conquering the world together. If I know that's my vision, right? And someone is not in line with that, I know to move forward and I know what I want. If I don't have that vision of what I do want, then I'm more likely to tolerate what might feel funny, right? And might not feel right and might not feel energizing, but I'm more likely to stay there if I have no comparison of what I do want. And then when it gets mauled down because it wasn't right for you, you get sad because you have nothing to compare it to. That's your only point of reference. So you're going to feel sad and sad and sad because that's all you know. That's all you feel. That's all you envision. So with that said, okay, another example. Ugh, this one's heavy, right? Like if you had a family member that you had lost and you had all these goals and that they supported, and like you lost them recently, but that they would want you to keep working on your craft, or they would want you to continue the legacy. You have this vision that you guys shared together. You can work on that vision, on that legacy, on that craft. If you didn't have that together, you could literally be sad for eternity, and just dwell on that. So you need to have the vision, the intention, and if it's 10 minutes in the morning, do it. So let's think, be honest with yourself. Do you have a vision about how you want 2020 to look like, about how you want to look like in 5 years, about how you want your relationship, your current relationship, your future relationship to look like, of how do you even know what a thriving day for you looks like? So let me know if, I want to know if it's a thing. I've journaled all my life, and what's crazy, everything I put on paper, manifested. So I'm lucky enough to know that early on, and I'm really blessed to have visuals in my daily life of what I do want. Like my parents have the most amazing relationship through the years. I've always saw that. And because of that point of reference, I didn't settle. People ask me how do I healthily move on? They already see me like my little child. Always busy working on the next thing. It's because I have a clear vision of what I want. And I'm really blessed to have that point of reference, right? I know I don't need to settle. I know I could be happy doing what I want. And so think about what's your point of reference. I'm curious what's everyone's point of reference, and how has that point of reference influenced your decision? Because really, you want to make sure a circumstance didn't influence your decision, but your true intention and vision and true wants influences your actions, right? And what you really want to do and what you really want to pursue. So with that said, please share with me. I'd love to know. And until then, see you on the next one. Look at this little sheep. All right, guys, talk to you soon.